the people podcast of the DMV. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about we, and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z, PTP. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to wake up. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes. It's the People's Talk Show podcast. I come to you with a heavy, heavy heart, heavy thoughts, heavy emotions. It's time to wake up, everyone. There's certain things I can't talk about specifically, but you'll know where I'm going. But it's time to wake up. We're in some serious, serious troubled times. I was reading quite a few things today. And one thing I ran across was something that says, do you know and believe that you belong? Do you know and believe that you belong? It says, are you at the table? Are you in the room? And it even says, are you a part of the country? When we think about it, it's time to wake up, let me tell you. I go back to thinking about when I was a young man, not knowing really what was going on around me. And I remember I made a decision. I had a wake-up call. I had to make a decision whether I wanted to end up in a penitentiary, going to jail like many other people, end up on drugs, this and that, or did I want to make something out of my life? And I had a wake-up call. And I just had to wake up and deal with the reality. And I said the only thing that I could do was I ran down to the recruiting station and talked to a gentleman and said I want to join the military because I wanted to wake up. I wanted to do something. I wanted to make a change. I wanted to make a difference, especially in my life. And so what I'm telling you is when it gets to that point where it's so drastic and everything around you is it looks like it's falling apart or you just don't understand, you need to get a wake-up call. You need to have that wake-up call. And what I'm saying, we need to have a wake-up call. We talking about everything that's going on, and I'm going to talk about different things so you just kind of put it all together, right? Here it is 2025. And why would anybody be thinking that somebody is trying to put you in a state of mind where you have no control? None. Where you are at the beck and call of individuals who supposedly think they are above you. How do you deal with that? Is that a dream? Because to me it is. And you have to have a wake-up call to understand how serious this is. And figure out, are you in the room? Are you a part of the conversation? Are you at the table? Are you even a part of the country thoughts and process? You having a wake-up call, you'll figure out a lot of these things. A lot of us find ourselves in turmoil because we refuse to deal with reality and the truth. And then we'll find a lot of people who will sit back and want to criticize, but don't want to participate. They just want to sit back and whine and talk about what it is with this and that. Me personally, I'm a person to get up and do something. May not do it right all the time, but my heart is in there. And I'm here to wake up, not to wait for somebody else to do it so I can jump on the bandwagon. No, I do my part. And there's a lot of us like that. There's a lot of us who believe in equal opportunity for all. The song, "This Land Is Your Land, This Land Is My Land." Y'all know y'all heard that song, some of y'all anyway. From California to the New York Island. Is it your land? Is it our land? Do we really believe that? Do we really know that? Are we in there together? Here Uh, okay. It's funny because it's hard. It's hard for us to uh, really um, just to put all this together. It's almost like a dream. I say, I was telling myself, just listening to some of the things that took place today, some of the conversations I heard, seeing some people how they were navigating. I was like, man, I gotta wake up. This gotta be a dream. And then I start to really, really think about, where am I? What am I doing? What part am I playing? What part are you playing in the process? And are you waiting till it just gets so bad that you find yourself just not knowing what to do? Where you're going to be waiting for somebody to help you help yourself. We got to come together. And I'm telling you, this is so, so important. See, this is what really gets me. People to People is a podcast for the people, where we try to talk about the truth and the facts and things that are real. A lot of people will talk about, yeah, don't talk about something you don't know. I don't get on here and talk about something I don't know. I just talk about the truth. I don't get on here to claim to be no professional doctor or nothing like that. So I don't tell you about diabetes and how to cure it and all that. We talk about mental health. I don't tell you how to cure. I just tell you what works for me. I tell you the facts and the truth of what works for me. Okay. And if you try it and it works for you, then I'm happy. But I'll tell you this, I know it's time for us to get a wake-up call, where we got to understand that we have to do more than just watch the news, than listening to what the neighbors say, listening to what John Boy said down the street, and also listening to the fool who tell you that you are not part of the process. The person to tell you that you're not in the room, you're not at the table, that you don't matter. We gotta wake up. And we gotta wake up fast. And I'm talking about almost instantly. I remember my grandfather, who lived to be 91 years old. My grandfather been dead a long time. I said, I guess my grandfather been dead probably, I'm 64, going on 65, and my grandfather passed away, I think, when I was about 26, I guess about 26, 27, something like that. So he's been dead for a good while. And I know my grandfather would have never thought that it would have been a black president. He probably thought that a lot of things wouldn't happen in this country that would happen for individuals of color, individuals from different ethnic backgrounds and such. And I remember some of the conversations he would have with me. And then as I saw things to move forward, I was getting excited. I was saying, man, it's amazing. I'd be saying, this is an amazing country, because I traveled halfway around the world in the military and had opportunity to see other countries. And I was thinking about, when I came back to the United States, I said, this is an amazing country, man. I love this country because I know this is where I'm from. I'm in the room. I'm at the table. I know that. I'm in the room, I'm at the table, and I'm a part of this country. Me personally. And I've been had my wake-up call, because I'm not going to let nobody tell me otherwise. I'm not going to let nobody put me in a position where I'm going to say, yo, I'm not. And I'm going to tell you something. If you want to know why you're having a lot of problems in your home, with your children, with your family members and your friends and stuff like that, because you haven't had your wake-up call. The wake-up call is for you to start to really look at what's going on around you. I'm talking about with you yourself, and what do you bring to the table? What are you putting out? How are you carrying yourself? Because that's important. Each one of us got to take on that responsibility. When we're looking at all the youth, how crazy they are, that was a lot of us getting so caught up in self, not paying attention to what was necessary for them. And I'm telling you, it's time. I mean, I just hope that, well, something, I'm a true believer in our Creator. And I pray, I'm going to pray hard tonight. I'm going to pray tomorrow. And once I do this prayer tonight with my wife, I'm going to let go and let God. and believe that it's going to work out. And I'm hopefully that many of you will do the same and put yourself in a position where you wake up to see what's going on, and you better grasp onto it and start to figure out what are you going to do. What are you going to do when you run out of gas and your grass is growing and you can't cut it? I hope you understood what I meant. But what you're going to do when the water cut off and you can't take a shower, or you can't put the food in your house to feed your grandchild? Are we going to wait till we get right to the edge where we feel like we got to jump off before we wake up and say, hey, we got to collectively come together and make a difference? It's people just out here trying to give you answers, is trying to tell you what's necessary. And a lot of you are ignoring them. But individually, we need to come together. The platform People to People is a platform for the people to talk about things that are necessary for us to move forward. Yes, a lot of times I'm on here by myself because I'm in the wake-up call myself, struggling day by day to just stay relevant and move among all the chaotic things that's going on. But I refuse to give in to the things and say that I will not be a part of the process, because I am in the room. I am at the table. And I know that uh, I got train of thought. I can't do that right now. So I'm all over the place. It's just so much going on, and I'm in the room. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. A lot of it is becoming confusing. And the one thing that I realized, you can't do it by yourself. You got to come together. Many times people will try to tell you what to do, but don't want to help you. Everybody got a solution, but don't have the answer really to the problem because they ain't doing nothing but talking. A lot of us are going around trying to look for solutions when we are not even becoming a part of realizing we are part of the problem. When we get to a point where we really come together and really look to help one another. You know what I realized and especially these are in our family situations and with friends and things like that, we got a lot of people say, oh man, you are making a difference. You are making a difference. And then you'll realize that a lot of people is just sitting back saying, hey, I'm not going to do anything. But when the walls start to fall down and it falls down at your front door, you'll be looking out for somebody to help to dig you out. And when you realize that you could have prepared the wall before it collapsed, when you realize that you should have been working collectively with other people to make your wall stable, you'll think about all this and saying, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. What I'm saying is this: it's time to wake up. I mean, seriously, we have to come together. I'm so sick of talking to individuals who say they going to do this and that, and I be looking at them and I wonder, what are you doing? Really? What are you doing? Me, I get on. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes, the People Talk Show podcast. What do? I go out in the community. I help people. I mentor. I go to different events. I support people the best I can. I am a community activist in many, many ways and do things to try to help people want to help each other and come together. I have woke up. What about you? You see a lot of things going on around you. Just take your time Go wash your face or something. Sit down, drink a cup of coffee, and really open up your eyes and look at what's going on and try to figure out why is things in the situation that they are. We have allowed certain individuals to take total control when we are the controllers. Really, we are. We're at the table. We're in the room. We're a part of the country. We're a part of the situation. We just got to stand strong and wake up and be ready. I mean, be ready for any and everything. Because the worst thing you want to do is get surprised with a sucker punch that blind you. A sucker punch to the eye make you see stars, make you see bells, make you see all kinds of things. Just in that one sucker punch, that person or individual got that much time to take advantage of you. It's time for you to wake up, all of us. We've been coming at you, and I can't keep telling people what's going on. I just gotta be. Wait till you see everything, and and you become aware of what we're bringing to the table. There's so much going on, man. I'm telling you. You know, I thought about the Super Bowl, right? So when I thought about the Super Bowl, how did Philadelphia beat Kansas City? Think about it. How did they beat them? You know what it is? They got a wake up call. They woke up. They rallied together. They got a plan. They stuck to it, and they came together and put the heat on Kansas City. Okay, they got that wake up call, and they put the heat on them, and they won. They punished them. That's because they got the wake up call. They was aware of what's necessary and what was coming. They saw the forces. They went and shut them down. They saw what was going on. They was prepared, and they came together. I'm talking about defense and offense. They had the wake up call. Many of us are still sleeping, not being aware of what's going on. I mean, I have it right in my own family, right? And all I can do is just I can sit back and just pray to God that the little bit that I can do will make a difference for at least my grandchildren, some of my nieces and nephews that are young, that you know really want to make a difference in their life. Um, and all of y'all are basically in the same situation with your family and friends. Wake up, and let's pay attention what's going on. We got to unify together. We got to come together. We got to make a difference. We got to pay attention to them. And look, let me tell you something. I'm not telling you not to watch the news, but I'm gonna tell you something. The news will have you waking up depressed because all you be hearing is all the negative things that's going on and so forth and so on, and it subliminally gets you all caught up, get you off track. I was telling a young man today when I was talking to him, when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do is I thank God for opening my eyes, and then I claim that it's going to be a good day. And in the process of claiming that it's going to be a good day, I start to move with the attitude of things being moving in a positive direction. And that's what I do as I wake up. And then I try to do everything as I move step by step to make it productive for me as I move forward. A lot of us have to do that and look around, pay attention. I'm watching the energy of people. Some people not speaking anymore. Some people looking at me as strange. Some people that I smiled with and laughed with, they ain't even laughing. They're not laughing right now. And I don't know. I know why and I don't know why. I got people that I used to get invites from and talk to on the regular. They don't call me. They don't call me. And I ain't did nothing to them. But what I do know is the wake up call is here. We're being separated. We're being divided. We're being lied to. We're being taunted. We're being discouraged. We're being taken advantage of. We have to get a wake up call, and all of us going to have to make a difference. I don't know how much time I got left on this earth, but in this time that I'm here, I'm going to move forward with all the individuals who have a positive thought in their heart and mind, with all the individuals who believes in equal opportunity for everyone, for all the individuals who believe in one, there's only one creator. We serve only one creator, believe me. And many of us who are confused and everything, yo, you need to sit down, take a deep breath, and wake up. You can talk to some people and tell them, yo, this is going to happen. And you can, sometimes you can smell the snow. I'm just telling you, some people know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can smell the rain before it comes. Sometimes you could just feel it in the bones and you feel it, right? And you had that one person that said, "Man, it's gonna snow tomorrow," and everybody looking at you, how do you know? I said, "Dude, watch what it tell you," right? And then that person, he go ahead and go out and get some salt, and he go get his shovels out and everything, and everybody else, they just laying back going by what everybody else is saying, per se, not paying attention to really what's going on around them, taking the opportunity to really use their senses to be able to protect themselves. And then they get caught up and they say, my man, it did snow, it did rain. When if you wake up and pay attention to what's going on, and you'll catch on too, you'll know to be prepared. We have to wake up because it is something major, 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 major that's getting ready to take place in this country that's never happened before. Oh my goodness. And am I afraid? They said if you're not afraid, you're a fool. If you go into a fight and don't have some fear in you, that's not good. You should always have a little bit in there because that's going to make you dig down deep and fight harder. Sometimes you go in there overconfident and walk right into a cross right and a uppercut that'll knock you clean out. Not having a plan, not looking at the situation, not evaluating everything that's going around, looking at your opponent, being aware of what they bring to the table is so, so important. All I'm saying is time for you to wake up. Um, Again, I'm not even going to be on real long today. I got other things I got to focus on, and I'm trying to figure out just how to regroup with the People to People podcast because there's so much that's getting ready to take place. I can't tell you because I'll be on here telling you this, telling you that. They don't happen exactly when I wanted to, but I know what my agenda is, and I'm a fighter, so I'm gonna stay right there. And I'm woke. I'm woke. That's why I'm preparing, going into the future, doing some of the things I'm doing. And it also includes you as well, that are woke and awake, and that's paying attention to what's going on around us, and we can move collectively to make a difference together. Talk to your kids, talk to your children, talk to your loved ones. Tell them to wake up and pay attention. Look at what's going on when you go in the grocery store. Look what's going on when you go to get your medicine. Look what's going on when you talk to some of the people that are so nervous that they just don't even want to say nothing to you now. It's coming. It's a storm coming, and we got to get some boots. We got to get some extra socks. We got to be prepared. Now, I could easily tell you exactly what it is, but as we already know, sometimes you're limited when I don't own the platform. People to people belongs to me, but me coming to the platforms that I do, I don't own them. So they regulate you and tell you what you can and cannot say. I remember a situation with a young family where the mother and the son, they was fighting for some civil rights stuff, and the mother woke up and found the son hung in the backyard or something. And they say he committed suicide, which wasn't bullshit. I mean, which wasn't real. Uh, some of y'all might know what I'm talking about. I don't want to bring that up too, but I'm just saying, uh, a lot of us are not dealing with the truth. We're not coming right out and saying what it is because we have these control we like puppets and it's telling you where to move your hand and when to move forward and move back. But we got to wake up, get the wake up call, cut the strings off, cut them off, get it so that you're paying attention to what's going on. Start to prepare your kids. Start to prepare yourself with your family members. Start to prepare yourself to see what's really happening, because the sucker punch is coming. And I hope that you can duck and dodge and don't get hit where it knock you clean out, knock you off your feet. Because if you don't wake up, that's what's going to happen. I didn't say that I wasn't going to stay on long. It's people to people with Rodney Grimes. My slogan is people to people, power to power, positive thinking people. Okay? I can tell you that it's very, very important for you to do and get a wake-up call. People to people, that's me, you, and them. Who is them? Who is them? Power to power. The power you possess, the power I possess, the power they possess. Power to power. Think about the slogan itself, and then positive thinking people. The people who wake up and come together collectively to start to strategize to make things move in a positive way collectively together are the positive thinking people. We have to follow that. People to people, power to power, positive thinking people. That right there just puts you in a position, I'm telling you, give you a wake-up call to start thinking about it. Who is people to people? I'm a people, you're a people, they are people. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm talking about, if you can just read through it a little bit. The power, who has really the power? Sometimes you hold all the power in your hand and you don't even know it. All you got to do is just wake up and smell the coffee, as they say. Wake up and look around you and learn how to make a difference. Stop. You know, I remember I saw something where one guy, he was trying so hard to get ahead, and all his buddies, what all they did was just grab onto him. They wasn't pushing him up, they was grabbing on because they wanted him to pull them up as he was going up. And he was trying to shake them off and tell them, yo, y'all gotta understand what I'm doing, understand where I'm trying to go. Help me. And they kept on just holding on. And finally, he kind of shook a few of them off, and then a couple of them woke up and said, yo, man, hold on, man, let me help you. Let me help you up a little bit. And then when the guy, he got to one level, he reached down and he pulled the other one up. And then they started to pay attention. They said, oh, man, pull my man up right here. So they started pulling each other up. And then all of a sudden, they start to move together. And it was making a big difference. They got that wake-up call, the wake-up understanding that if they stand together, that they start to move together and they start making changes together. Not individually, not waiting for just one person to do this, to try to feed off of them, or wait till it's too late. To all of you, I send peace and blessings to you. And I ask, wake up, look around, and please, let's come together. Let's come together. We live in supposedly one of the greatest places in the world. And I've traveled in different other places and been in places where they have peace and harmony and love, man. So to just say that this is just here, no, that's not real. But we know that when you come together here collectively, you can make your dreams come true. But also, you got individuals who will try to destroy them if you do not wake up, smell the coffee, have a plan, make a difference. Don't criticize. Help. Don't wait till the walls start to crumble. Patch it up and start building the foundation so it can withstand the storm. Let's make a difference. I just wanted to come in and just talk to you for a few minutes. I send peace and blessings to you, and I hope that you wake up.